Not all men are created equal. There are men who are high value, and there are others who are low value. A high value man is a man with standards and principles, who doesn't need to rely on someone else's validation for his own self-worth. However, a man of low value is a direct inverse of these characteristics. There are many hidden signs that a man has low value, some are more obvious than others, and all have the possibility to lead to a negative decline in his life. While being low value is not the be-all and end-all, it usually results in many problems. There is usually an aura of despair that surrounds someone with low value. This can be displayed in many ways, such as through their attitude and demeanor. They may also be insecure, which can be seen in their interactions with others. Many women find it difficult to be around someone with low value, as their negative energy tends to bring down their mood. So with that said, here are 9 subtle signs that a man has low value. Number 1. He spreads negative energy. Low-value men often have a habit of looking at situations, seeing only the worst possible outcomes. This can make them come across as pessimistic or even angry at times. They also tend to blame others for all of the problems in their lives. While it's normal to have negative thoughts from time to time, low-value men tend to dwell on them. This can lead to several problems, such as depression or anxiety. It can also make them seem difficult to be around. Being negative not only brings others down, but it can also be a major turn-off. Number 2. He is constantly showing off. This could be an obvious sign that he is trying to overcompensate for his shortcomings. He may feel like he needs to prove himself in order to gain the approval of others. While this may work for a little while, it is likely to lead to regret and further feelings of worthlessness. Not to mention, others may find this behavior unappealing. In today's society, many men feel the need to continuously prove their worth. Whether it's through their job, hobbies or relationships, they feel like they need to be the best. While this may come from a place of insecurity, it can ultimately lead to serious problems. Number 3. He often defends his bad behavior. A man with low value may constantly be defensive for his behavior, even when it is clearly not called for. He may blame others for his problems, or take no responsibility for his actions. This can be frustrating, and can make him come across as careless and immature. Low-value men often struggle with making good choices in life, leading to many issues. A poor work ethic or cheating in relationships are just a few examples. It can be difficult to have a relationship with someone who always makes excuses for their behavior. If he doesn't take responsibility for his actions, it can make him seem like he's not capable of change. Making excuses for your behavior not only shows a lack of responsibility, but it can also make you seem like you're not willing to change. While there may be diminishing circumstances at times, it's important to see the bigger picture here. Number 4. He is never content with his own life. A low-value man is never pleased with his life, no matter what he has accomplished. He may feel like he's not good enough, no matter how much success he has. This can lead to financial troubles or relationship problems. It's important to be happy with what you have in life, otherwise you'll always be chasing after something that you may never be able to attain. This can lead to a lot of frustration and unhappiness. Of course, it's also important to have goals and strive for more, but it's key to be satisfied with what you have. This way you can enjoy your life no matter how much or little you have. Many men tend to focus on what they don't have, instead of being grateful for what they do have. Yes, it can be easy to get caught up in the rat race and feel like you're never good enough. But it's important to work on being more happy with your life, rather than focusing on what you don't have. This doesn't mean that you should settle for where you're at currently, but you should appreciate what you have. Number 5. He is always putting down others. He may do this in a sarcastic way, but it is often a way of making himself feel better. This can be a huge turn-off for many women, showing low self-esteem and insecurity. It can also make him seem like a bully, whether he's jokingly putting down his friends, family or even co-workers. This is a major sign of low value. It can also have negative results for him in the long term, as people are less likely to want someone like this in their company. This is a defense mechanism that people with low self-respect often use. By putting others down, they feel like they are lifting themselves up. However, this is usually not the case. Number 6. Other people are the reason for failures. A low-value man will often blame others for his own failures. He may feel like he's not responsible for his own life, and everything that goes wrong is someone else's fault. This can lead to a lot of resentment and unhappiness. Many men who are unwilling to take responsibility for their own lives often turn to anger and aggression as a way of dealing with their issues. It's important to own up to your mistakes no matter what they are. This is the only way that you can learn from them and grow as a person. Instead of blaming others, try looking within yourself and seeing what you may have done to contribute to your own failures. You often find that taking responsibility for your actions can be the first step towards growth and positive change in your life. If you find yourself constantly making excuses or blaming others, it's important to take a step back and look at the bigger picture. Number 7. He is constantly complaining about everything. This type of man has a habit of complaining about everything, from small things to major problems. He may even use this as a way of getting attention, or avoiding responsibility for their own issues. While it's normal to vent when you're having a bad day, constant complaining is unhealthy, and can make you seem like a negative person. It can also make others less likely to want to be around you. If you find yourself constantly complaining, it's important to take a step back and see what might be causing this. Is there something in your life that you're unhappy with? Or are you using complaining to avoid dealing with your own issues? Number 8. He makes himself the center of attention. This type of man will often talk about himself, rather than listen to others. He may feel like he's the most important person in the room, and his opinions and experiences are more valuable than anyone else's. This can be frustrating for those around him, making conversation difficult. It's important to be a good listener and a good speaker. If you only focus on talking about yourself, you may seem selfish and uninterested in others. Instead, try to focus on having two-way conversations. This way you can learn more about others, and they can learn more about you. You'll often find that people are drawn to those who are good listeners. So the next time you're talking with someone, try to actively listen, and show that you care about what they have to say. This can help you form stronger connections with others, and make for more meaningful conversations. Number 9. He has no purpose. Low-value men don't have long-term plans for their lives. They wake up to an empty canvas every day, and allow for life to just happen for them. They don't take the time to sit down and think about where they want to be in the long term. They also fail at setting meaningful goals for themselves, because they never plan on sticking with them. A man without any long-term plans is like a boat without a sailor. It would be directionless, with a lack of knowing where to go. Without any guiding principles, he'll look for external factors to influence his decisions. This is why low-value men fail to be independent, and have a real purpose in life.